Hey everybody, it's Melinda Jacobs, intuitive coach, clinical hypnotherapist, and I'm here to talk to you today about something that I'm super passionate about and that I know is a little bit of a hot topic. And so I want to talk to you about being for something and against nothing. This is a quote. I did some research this morning. As far as I could tell, Michael Bernard Beckwith has been credited to saying this. He's a new thought leader, has an organization called the Agape Center in LA. And I love this idea of being for something and against nothing. And it just like, well, how is that even possible? Given the current climate, given what's occurring in the world these days, it's really easy to get all caught up in the, oh my God, what are they doing? Oh my God, or did they just say that? What's happening? That's a blatant lie. Oh, how could they do that? That's atrocious. And so when we do that, we get so caught up in the story. We get so caught up in other people's opinions and actions, and we get caught up and caught in. It's like flypaper right now. It's so incredibly challenging to not have a guttural emotional response to some of the things that are occurring that are going against humanity, against certain groups that are being marginalized or oppressed, and blatant disregard for policy, for integrity, for honesty and authenticity. So what is all of this for, and why is it happening? And I just want to bring some clarity to it for us. So there is a body of knowledge, Abraham Hicks, this beautiful woman, Esther Hicks, is channeling this consciousness that comes through her. And what I love about this teaching is that they talk about contrast, like all the things that are happening in our world that do not sit well with us is contrast. Most of our childhoods, where there was something lacking, something missing, or some atrocity that occurred, is what Abraham Hicks calls contrast. Contrast is all the stuff that gives us rub. And what it's doing is it's helping us define what we are for. So we could go through all the political things, right? Oh, whichever political party you're aligned with right now, there's so much contrast from the other side that is really helping us define what we're for, but we forget to stop and get out of the story about what's wrong, what we don't like. Oh my God, can you believe that? That's all there to help us define what we're for. I'm going to take one of my favorites, the women's movement. So I have publicly come out in a presentation that I did a few weeks ago. And I said, a year ago, I didn't like women. I just wasn't a big fan and just had a lot of problems. And I think that's a pretty rampant idea that women don't know how to support women. I was certainly caught up in that. And so what I am for now is I'm for empowering people, and especially women. I am so for women stepping into their beauty, into their authenticity, into their sensuality, into their power. I am so for that. Yes, go girls. But I'm not against men. I support love and love men. I know that men too have had their part in the oppression of women, in the misogyny that, again, running rampant. But I'm not against men. I'm for women empowerment. So this whole idea of being for something and against nothing is really brought to light in this book. I am so all about this book, Mind Over Medicine. Oh, I think this should be required reading for everyone right now. And what I love about this book is she really talks about the effect of what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and the effect that it has on our physiology, on our biochemistry. That absolutely, when we think positive things, it elevates us, it lifts up our mood, our biochemistry feels good, our energy feels good. And when we get angry, when we get resentful, when we get stuck in all those feelings, when we get stuck in all that contrast and all the rub that's happening around us, it decreases our vitality. Our immune systems go down. So when you're for something and against nothing, it is having a direct biochemical, physiological effect on your life, your well-being, your body. And I know for myself, I know most of you probably experience this too, is that when you're feeling good, it's like you can take on the world. When you're feeling bad, it's really hard to just get through the day and maybe even get out of bed and do those things that generally lift and elevate our mood. So one sends us down, one sends us up. And I know when I'm for something, I'm elevating my own biochemistry, my own physiology, and I'm putting myself into a place where I feel strong and empowered, and I'm seeing all the good in the world. Now, there's a lot of talk about, make sure you get out and vote. Make sure you get out and vote. And I'm all for that. I am for voting. And here's the other thing. Every day, every conversation, every thought, every feeling you're having is an energetic vote. What are you voting for? And so if you're getting tangled up in the, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, that's just horrible. You're casting a vote. And when we're against something, we're still part of it. We're still feeding into the very thing that we're going, that's not okay, but we're energetically voting for it just by giving it our attention. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because it's like, oh, well, this is just bypassing. You're just ignoring what's, the atrocities. Not true. Absolutely not true. I'm not ignoring kids in cages. I'm not ignoring mistreatment of certain groups of individuals. I am not ignoring it. I am using that contrast to put my attention and my energy and my vote into what I believe in. I believe in authenticity. I believe in truth. I believe in human rights. And I believe that every individual is an expression of the divine coming through. I believe that. And I am not ignoring those things. I am using those things to cast my vote for what I want in the world. I want kindness. I want compassion and understanding and respect. And so I use my energetic vote to choose what I'm putting energy towards, what I'm seeing more of in the world. I know these are big concepts, and they're big topics, and there's so much strife in the world right now, and we really do get to choose. We get to cast that energetic vote. We get to check ourselves on a moment by moment, conversation by conversation basis as to, am I for something in this moment or am I against it? Because as soon as we're against something, we are adding our attention and our consciousness to the very thing that we're against. That's ridiculous. Someone said, I can't say Einstein said it. Someone said, when you're in the midst of a problem, you have to align with the solution. For me, recognizing where am I casting my energetic vote is really about, where am I aligning myself? Am I aligning myself with a problem, or am I aligning myself with a solution? And I absolutely believe when we put our attention on what's possible, what's available, the good, the kindness, the courageous, we're seeing some of that recently, that's aligning with the solution. Oh, my beloveds, this is a challenging time. And I know a lot of you are feeling really scared, really angry, and a little powerless. And so I'm telling you right now, you are so empowered because you get to cast your energetic vote every moment of every day. There's great power in that. Now, if you're feeling a little stuck, I have complimentary consults. Chat with me. Let's talk. Let's find out if there's something that I can do to support you. And if not through me, I can certainly give you lots of tools to how to begin to just put this into practice. Am I speaking and thinking for something right now, or am I against something? The against is just helping you define. That's the contrast. That's helping you define, what are you for? I am for love, kindness, generosity, compassion, courage, respect, dignity. Let's bring back some dignity. Yeah? So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, this is where you can find me, quantumtherapeutics.com. You can certainly call me and send me messages, and I'd be so blessed and grateful to support you in a tumultuous time. We're all here by divine appointment, absolutely. I truly believe that we're all here because we have the courage and the strength and the fortitude within us to make miracles happen, to really bring some deep healing to some of these very glaring issues within ourselves, within our communities, and within our societies. Many, many blessings to you all. Thank you so, so much for tuning in. Ooh, I want to take some, oh, look at all of these comments. Hey, Don Ray, good morning, Queen. Look what I can do. I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this. Am I going to show this? There you go. Melissa Swanson says, thanks for this. Melissa, you are so welcome for this. Betsy Abrams says, love this. Thank you, Betsy, and I love you too. You have inspired me about what it is to support and be for something. Check out Betsy Abrams at 5 Wellbeing. She is a powerhouse of supporting communities that are reaching the world. Thank you, Betsy. So I just want to thank you all for tuning in. Just so many blessings to you all. This is such a powerful time to be in the world. This is such a powerful time, and I am just holding us all in love and compassion and kindness. And I'm knowing that deep, profound healing can be painful. It can be messy, and our bodies show us that on a regular basis. And so why not it ripple out and reflect out into our society? We're just in a deep healing right now, and I am knowing that love, truth, light, dignity, and respect, compassion, understanding, wholeness is what's here to be revealed. All right, many blessings to you all. Please, if you have comments, please share them here under this and in the comment section. Please share this if this is meaningful and touches you in some way. More of this, please. Thank you so much. Blessings to you for the day. Take very good care of your hearts. Watch where you're voting, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.